going to get in the way. But I mean, we could. He's flexible. I can get him up here. It's kind of a jerk thing to do, but rather be on the side, let him lose out. Does that make sense? On the same page? All right, so that's just if I'm in his guard. If we're working some grips, we're going to break off in a second. We're going to do some stuff. If we're working grips, and I just grab in here, we're going over this because this is where a lot of these injuries happen. Okay? He starts to roll his hand. Just let go, please. I mean, we're all cool because we're here for a reason. We want to train, we want to keep training, and a lot of us have jobs to go back to. He rolls really hard, breaks my hand, and I'm a typist. I'm not making any money, and I'm not training because I can't make up moves. So I'd rather, if he goes crazy wild, just let's go. It's no big deal, right? Really good. Yeah. Yeah, if I grip right in here, I bury my knuckles in here, well, I'm in trouble. You guys probably may not know that, or do you know that? I like to give myself an out. If that starts coming, I like to just let it go. A lot of times when I roll, I don't use thumbs in here. I use thumbs like a finger, because I don't want to get wrist locked in here. I like to be able to have an out to escape. I'm always looking to stay.
It comes here. Yeah, that's something that leads in here. That can be, you know, if he's driving into me and I'm coming into him and you don't know what was happening, that can be that's a broken wrist, especially if you come the other way. Yeah. Here. How do you put it here?
Well, I don't go thumb like this. I go thumb like this for me.
So
if he starts to go, I'm gonna let go. I like to let go. Because I've been trapped by a lot of little people. You guys are mean. You like to hurt big guys. It's a big victory for you, and I don't like it at all. Okay. So let's go over. We're gonna play as if something. Yeah, he loves it. As if you're hurt. Okay. So we gotta pretend we're hurt. If my hand is hurt, obviously I'm not gonna be jamming my fingers into collars because I'm hurt. I have to say my hand is hurt, so I have to come up with a different game. Agreed? So if I can't come here, then I'll be going underhooks, be working all kinds of other stuff. I can still grip. But for this drill, we're going to grab our partner, we're going to make one fist. The guys who are born and gals who are born in an odd year, you're the injured one. If you're even, you're even. We'll switch in a second, won't matter. You're going to roll for about 3-4 minutes. His hand is dead to you. You can't use it. What does that mean? Everybody in the room knows who has a dead hand. Go after it. You gotta find ways. Okay, this is my hurt hand. I gotta find ways to hide it, keep it out of this game, stay in here. I don't want to offer up my injury right here. Bad idea. It's about hiding and tucking. Keep it hidden. Keep directing him away from what I can't use anyways. See? I don't want to be here with my hand when he just attacks it in trouble. It's dead to me. I'm not tucking it in my belt this time around. I'm going to do that after for the elbows. But just for a hand, make a fist. And then we'll play. Go ahead, attack. I'm just going to keep it hidden. He knows it's dead. And keep it away. Little guys, right?
Just pick him up.
All right? So your hand's dead. Keep it completely out of the equation. Don't hide it behind your back. Still be active. You can still underhook really hard if you want, but you can't grip. You can't find it in there. Is that okay? Grab somebody. Let's go. Roll. Oh, good God. That's why I didn't go with you, because you're a game downer. If I have a hurt elbow, I can still grapple, I can still wrestle, do jiu-jitsu and all that. I just don't like to be not committed. I can't just hang out here like I want an underhook. I know if the Pluto is going to do something else, he's going to wrench my elbow. They don't have a problem for me, right? It's the same in jiu-jitsu. In guard, if I start to do deep on the belt, I'm pretty safe he needs a bad elbow. But if I get on the way in, he's going to torque and wrench my elbow. Yeah, so if we're going to go here, we get committed. We're going to stay nice and deep, attacking, take that down, or if we're in guard, in my guard, I'm going to go nice and deep. I can start attacking, hopefully get a roll, get on top. Even though this elbow is still damaged, I can hook deep. You can't crank on it. Start working some of the stuff and be effective, right? But it's buried, it's in here deep. But for this drill, because everybody cheats, So it was easy to see you had a fist or you didn't have a fist. It's gonna be hard to see if you're cheating, so now you're gonna have to tuck it in here, which makes it built in reality, right? He smashes down on me, nothing's gonna post. I gotta get up to my head and come up. I have to find a way, right? You gotta keep moving. So this is what sucks, because he's gonna smash on me because he hates me. I love you. I have a bad arm, I like to bury my weakness. Right? So I kept my weakness totally buried, attacked whatever he gave me, and I can always get turtle. And I can still be mobile here. Fair? All right. Same person. You started first. Tuck your arm. Be honest. Be legit. If you want halfway through, let's switch you to the other side. That's fine. We don't get to decide what injuries we get. But I believe. I don't know if you guys know this. Right now, I'm messed up from the hips down. I can barely walk. I'm hobbling. Yeah, me too. I have a cane in the car. I'm crippled. I don't say it a whole lot, but I am. I'm totally destroyed. I still love jiu-jitsu. I don't wrestle because it's too hard. But I hide my injuries as much as possible, other than just telling everybody how it is.
Good plan until then.
Yeah, I hide it. I have gout in this foot, so really, I should be here, burying this foot so he doesn't want to grab it, right? So I'm gonna stay here, stay tight, keep it buried no matter what happens, right? Because I'm injured, and I don't want to get hurt anymore. And we're having a friendly roll, and it's up to me to tell him before we start if you think you need to. I have a bad foot, man. Please don't go for it. Okay. We do that all the time, but it's instinct. What are you gonna do? You're either gonna put it right there, or you're gonna change your whole game because it's right there. You're not gonna be a jerk. You're still gonna touch it. You still have a right to do your jiu-jitsu, but he has a right to tap. I'll tap. If I put myself in a bad spot, I'm not here to play. I'm having fun, but it's my injury. It's not his problem. It's my injury. So I gotta take care of myself. If I get a bad spot, I'm gonna tap. So a lot of guys have asked me, do you have any injuries? I said, I'll tap, don't worry. I will, so fast, you'll grab some of that. Oh, okay, you got me. And don't tap when it's too late. Tap when he even starts touching that foot. Oh, tap. I'm not gonna see if I can get out, because chances are it's gonna be too late and I'm already with you. Let's not exasperate something. He wants to hurt me, but he's 6 miles. Right? So I'm always burying, always staying close and tight. And if he wants to get after this foot, go ahead. Go ahead. This is a no-no. Why? My foot hurts. What did I do? Hey, let's play footsie. I do it all the time. I don't like doing it. Stupid. Right? But he baited me. So I get here, I'm burying it. I don't want him to go for my foot, so I should not go for his feet. That's not a steadfast rule, but it's a good reminder. If my neck hurts, don't attack somebody's neck. A lot of times if you ever notice you start playing with lapels, all of a sudden they start playing with lapels? That's just what happens. You remind them, oh, that's part of the game too, right? So again, go ahead, try to get it. I'm just gonna keep it buried. Get it again.
You can't help yourself.
Yeah. I'm better here than him on my ankle. Totally okay with this. This doesn't have real good jiu-jitsu either, so it's okay.
I can bite.
Go ahead, do something. My hurt foot's here. You want to warm up? A little bit. Keep my hurt foot out of the equation. Keep it far away. Get active when I have to get active, yeah? Okay, that's my lesson, but because this is what was given to me, so I'm going to do one that I like to do as a big guy would do. It's called the belly button arm bar, yes. Which sucks for the person. No, of course not. It happens a lot. It happens a lot right here. And I start smashing. And anytime this gets separated here, just a little bit, I attack it and immediately put my belly button on it. And then you tell them, don't worry, nobody saw it. It's okay. You know? It is really that simple. Yes, I'm cheating. I have a bigger gut than most people. It's okay. But their elbows generally don't go past that. So it's a little bit of a fight. Wait, if he knows it's coming, it gets a little harder, but it still happens. I'll start playing here, look. And he knows it's coming. And notice that. Rock my elbows right into it. That sucks, right? Now, he knew it was coming the very first day. They've been talking about it for a year. Is it effective? Well, it works. It seems silly, guys, but I promise you it works. I've hit it on every level. It's a great tap. But it's a fun tap. It's not, there's a lot of control. You would think it's kind of like a shock tap, but it's not. Because if he can't get, I pitched him down, he can't get this arm back, I'm just going to lean into it.
Is that on your knee?
I just peeled it out. You can't get it back. It's very weird.
You're pinning his hand to the mat and moving into it.
There's a lot of pressure. Yeah?
Here and
Look. So he
You're not
can't
pulling
move.
the arm, you're just leaning.
I'm no longer pulling his arm. If I get a real flexible guy, and he's really flexible, I will. I'll pull his arm away from his mat. But I don't want to do that.
Is your stomach, your chest?
Right here. I call buzz.
Nope.
Yeah, right here.
I didn't.
He can feel it.
I see it.
Right arm just hugs the back.
To me, that's a fun little.
Right arm just hugs the back.
Yeah, just hug it so he can't move, doesn't get crazy on me, and squirrely. Just put a little pressure. Please play with it really quick. I'll walk around, we'll play with it. Everybody at wedding here hopefully gets attacked with this. It's called the belly rub. In the room? No. In competition. Yeah? What?
it's competition.
Or murder. There is no wrong answer. I don't. Not because I'm a better human being than him. I am, but it's not it's because I'm of the school of thought that if you have a bad arm, and I attack the bad arm, you still have a good arm to defend with. So if I attack your good arm, you have a bad arm to defend with. Now, if we were doing leg kicks, that would be a different story, right? I want to beat the crap out of that leg you can't stand on already, and the fight's going to be over. Totally cool. That's just my way of thinking. There's nothing wrong with the way you think, but think about why you do it and why you do it. We only got a couple minutes left. I'm just going to go over a couple things that you have a right to roll with anybody you want to roll with and not roll with anybody you don't want to roll with. If it's a bad fit, say no. I pass. No offense. Don't make up some big elaborate excuse why. Just say no thank you, I'm not doing it right now. But don't do that and immediately roll 15 people afterwards because somebody's feeling you. If you have to have a talk, you might want to let your coach do it, but if you have to have a talk, then you and me are rolling water. Every time we roll, somebody gets hurt. You're a bad roll for me. It happens in every gym. There's somebody who's bad for somebody, and it's okay to say, you're not my guy. We're not rolling. It's not going to work. Skip it. Go to the next person. Don't avoid them because he's big and strong and he's the toughest roll. That's the wrong reason. But if they're a 23-year-old college wrestler doing blast doubles all day, and I've got bad legs, I kind of don't want to go. I want to beat him up, but I don't want to. I want to walk. You know what I mean? It's your jiu-jitsu. It's your journey. You have the right to say no. You have the right to say yes. And you got to guide yourself through it. If you're injured, you're truly hurt, see a doctor. Get help. Get better. But if you got a boo-boo and the doctor says, every doctor's going to tell you to take time off or stop doing jiu-jitsu. I've been told to stop doing jiu-jitsu and wrestling my whole life. Every doctor I've ever seen says, well, stop. It hurts. You hurt. Stop. Well, we're all active. We're gonna keep going. So you got to minimize your pain. You got to minimize your injuries. You got to do what's right for you. And the easiest way is to pick the right people and tap real fast. And there's no shame in that. Any questions, comments, concerns? Good. All right. Grab water. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so how would you say the best way about changing a gym's culture relating to denying roles is? Because I feel very uncomfortable even if there's people I just don't feel comfortable rolling with. I feel even more uncomfortable denying that. Is that something that you think should come from the top, or?
It should. It's a school issue, right? In my school, anybody can say no, and they say no all the time for whatever reason. But If you say no to this person, then you go after the only girl in the room and you beat her up, there's an issue, right? But if you have a legitimate, this is a college kid, this guy he's crazy active, he stinks, he claws me every time, he constantly injures me, he doesn't injure me, but I've seen him injure 5 other people, I have concerns for my own safety, have a talk with your coach. And if he says, hey, buck up, buttercup, maybe you're at the wrong school, I don't know, that's up to you to decide, but it's your journey. You have a right to feel safe wherever you're at. So say, hey man, I'm not rolling with you. And if he gets butthurt and tells the coach, you can have a talk with the coach. You're going, man, right? Talk to him about it. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's wrong. In my school, anybody can ask anybody. A lot of schools, you can't ask upper belts. I think that's garbage. I think you should always be going up the line. Right? Anything else?
Thank you.
That's it. Thanks guys for coming out.